Y'all see the bees? They're working hard. They're doing what every one of us should be doing right now. Getting out there, busting our backs, making sure we work hard and get all of our provisions now. Everything that we need in case something happens this fall. These guys are out here, they're collecting nectar, they're collecting pollen wherever they can. We are in a dearth right now where there doesn't have much food for them, but that's what's different between them and us. Right now on our farm, this is a time of plenty. Our garden is doing good. We've picked several bushel, I don't know anymore, bushels of tomatoes. Just as many bushels of green beans, as well as peppers, cucumbers, zucchini. We're putting everything back. We've got potatoes getting ready to be dug up this weekend. But that's what you guys need to be doing, folks. Whenever you have times of plenty, like what we have right now, you can still find stuff on the shelves at the supermarket, even though everything's more expensive. You can still find medicine, even though it's more expensive, may not be as readily available. Start looking for alternatives. Around here, elderberry syrup, everybody gets it. Cold and flu season, we make elderberry gummies. It's a lot cheaper than going out and buying the stuff from the store. We have our mullein that we collect and dry to make our own teas and tinctures for cough syrup and cough suppression for the winter months. If you guys didn't notice, the wheat report came out the other day. One of the worst wheat harvests we've had since the 60s. And if you don't know, the first of the early corn is going to be combined here in just 4 weeks. Everything with wheat in it's about to go up. I believe corn's probably going to be about the same way. We start stocking up on our chicken feed, animal feed, anything that has corn in it's going to go up as well. Look where we're shipping all of our extra produce, grain, commodities, so on and so forth. You guys need to open your eyes, pay attention. If you have a homestead, start preparing. I think it would be smart. You still have plenty of time to plant a fall garden. If you're able to or want to, you can get another round of cabbage, lettuce, radishes. You can get early tomatoes. You can get, depending on your location, may even be able to get some peppers. Definitely have plenty of time for squash, whether it's butternut or acorn squash. You guys know I'm a big fan of pumpkins for long-term storage. But I just wanted to do a quick video, talk about a couple preparedness things. What are you going to do if the lights go out? We had a big storm come through here the other day, knock out power for a couple hours. It's 118 degrees heat index. Inside the house was almost like an oven. One of the freezers started to thaw. We lost some of our livestock, some of our rabbits. Do you have emergency plans set up for if that happens? Do you have solar generators? Do you have solar panels to charge those generators? Do you have a way to make your house comfortable for the hours, days, weeks, however long it takes until the utilities come back up? You know, I always thought gas generator was the way to go. Now I'm not so certain. Gas is $4 a gallon. And I see it going up again here soon as well. Food's getting more expensive. Those of you that are not producing your own food are really missing the boat. Even if you can only produce a couple of eggs a week, a couple of tomato plants, a potato plant in a 5-gallon bucket. Every little bit helps. We're very fortunate that we don't buy meat. All of our meat comes from our homestead, or we trade with our neighbor for beef. And our grocery bill's still expensive whenever we go and buy the essentials. We have switched over to using honey because it's an abundant resource for us, for the majority of our sweetener. Folks, things are getting tougher out there. Everything's getting more expensive. Paychecks are lagging. And as you guys saw in my last video, I'm in my own personal SHTF situation. I've got a hand injury right now. I never would have thought that a little hand injury could put me out of commission like it has. So much so that I'm not going to be able to plant a fall garden. I'm not going to be able to pull my summer honey like I normally do. I'm going to have to beg, borrow, and steal to try to get somebody to come out and do it for me. Who would have thought one little injury would have been all it takes to set us back and to put us in an SHTF situation? 110-degree heat index. Tough on us, tough on the animals, tough on buildings, tough on your cars, tough on everything. Times are changing, and they're not changing for the better. I really suggest you guys open your eyes and start paying attention. We'll be able to get through this. Be smart, start preparing, put some food back, put some water back, have a way to get clean water if you don't. We're fortunate enough that we have wells and ponds on our property here. We do collect rainwater as well. That's another thing, collect your rainwater. Even though it's tainted by the stuff in the sky and everything that's sprayed, it's still way better than the stuff that you get from the city for watering your garden and watering your plants. So, we are going to be doing a couple videos here coming up on homestead preparedness, what you guys can do to get ready in case a SHTF situation happens. Now, I'm not talking about a total economic collapse or a Tijuana incident or anything like that, but you never know what could happen. We had 1.5 inch hail here the other day. Damaged some roofs, damaged some cars, damaged a lot of our crops. You know, it's funny how things can change in an instant. And if you're not prepared, you're going to be scrambling with everybody else trying to get ready. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, I'll be coming up with a couple more videos here soon on homestead preparedness, getting your farms prepared, getting your homestead prepared, or just your home in general. This is stuff that the average person can do. Nothing's going to be too expensive. Anybody can do this. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave a message down below or contact us over on Nutty Gnome Homestead and on Facebook. And like I said, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. You guys need to be getting out there and working like those bees were. Times are changing. You don't want to be left behind.